main part of free agency is wrapped up, which means it's now time to do another mock draft to see how things have changed. And with that, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Funville. Of course, please like and subscribe if you guys enjoy this second mock draft 2.0 is what you want to call it. Again, post free agency. I got, again, pretty good group here. Again, we're going to a different simulator this time because I'm actually doing trades, so it should be a little bit better. I'm not great with the draft buzz, but they're usually pretty good with their tools. I'll say that, even though it's sometimes laggy. But they do a great job here, even if, the rankings is, I don't always agree with them. But that's besides the point. All right. So, again, before we start this again, I got to preface this. Again, most of this stuff, again, will be based on what happened in free agency. I want to make this, it's not going to be as accurate as you might think it will be going into the actual draft. The actual draft is, like, basically my best shot at trying to predict what's going to actually happen. And it's a mock draft, but this is going to be more of, again, after what happened in free agency, what is this going to look like? Again, we'll have NFL draft rankings coming out, again, for each position throughout the rest, up until the draft, actually. And, of course, we'll have some other stuff sprinkled in, again, especially for Monday. Monday will be a fun video. Anyway, though, let's start this thing, and, oh, wait, this is simming. Yeah, let's go out of this. Let's, like, reset this and, do the thing. Pick all the teams, right? Yeah, we want to do that. I don't want their rankings. I want the consensus, even though it's still not very good. It's better. No, we want every team. All right. We're good? We're good? Enter the draft. Is this 7? I think it's 7 rounds. All right. Now we're actually starting. Okay, with the first pick, yeah, I guess, is there a clock running? Oh, whatever. First pick is going to be, I think that, where is he? I think Cam Ward is going to be going to the, what is it called? The Titans. Again, initially I did think that, yes, where is it? The Titans were going to pick, Abdul Carter. I get that, but the fact they did bring in Draymond Jones, who, again, really isn't, a bona fide edge rusher. He's more of a 3-tech. I think that will suffice, at least for this season, as the guy they have there. But yes, Arden Key, I think, will be their number 1 passer going next year, at least off the edge, which isn't good. But the fact is, interior defensive line is still pretty good. I think they're going to stick with that, again, especially with the defensive coordinator. That seems to know what he's doing with that. And again, you can't roll with Will Levis going into next year, again, just for the sake of this team, to be honest with you. So, yes, I think Cam Ward will get picked first overall. Second overall is definitely interesting with the Browns. Again, they don't really know what the hell they're doing, so a lot of guys can be picked. But when it comes down to it, I do think they're going to be taking the best guy on the board. And that's actually not who you think it would be. I think they're actually going to go with, where is he? Abdul Carter. Yes, it's definitely a little bit out there pick, but, and again, yeah, you're like, oh, they have Myles Garrett. Like, why would they pick him? They just paid him $40 million a year. I get that. But, guys, the Browns, they don't have the greatest track record when it comes to actually making good picks. And I don't think this will be a bad pick at all because Abdul Carter is so good. Yes, there's a lot of other things they need, but at the same time, guys, this is a team in a position where, yes, they still have 3 really freaking good cornerbacks. And you could say, oh, yeah, they're probably going to trade all those guys. I mean, they should, but are they? Maybe not. So, I think Abdul Carter will be going to the, again, Browns here, too. Again, if Cam Ward gets picked, oh, yeah, they're going to go. Yeah, you're definitely see Travis Hunter here. I don't actually think that's going to be happening, guys. I think they'll actually go with Abdul Carter because, again, they don't have a good number 2 pass rusher. I'm not saying that Abdul Carter will be a number 2 pass rusher. I'm going to say he's going to be a lot more than that. But, again, I don't know. Maybe they're going to want to be competitive next year. 3 with the Giants. Again, we don't really know what the hell is going on at quarterback. A lot of people are talking about Aaron Rodgers going to the Steelers. I think, again, just going up straight off right now, I think that's actually going to happen. So, again, for the Giants here, there's a lot of things they can do, but again, with this pick, I think they're gonna go with. Wait, where is he? Where did our guy go? Where is he? Yeah, Travis Hunter. I think they're gonna pick him because they do need a cornerback, and he's gonna be a hell of a cornerback for them. So, if you're a Giants fan, yes, I do think Travis Hunter will be going to the Giants again in this scenario. So again, we already know Travis Hunter as a receiver might not be the most experienced overall, and again, he isn't the best receiver in this draft class, but he's certainly the best cornerback in this draft class. All things said, and again, they can use him as a receiver if they want to too. So again, the fact the Giants desperately need a cornerback in a secondary that yes, just did get Javon Holland on a very very nice contract. Paulson Adebo I do like, but Deontay Banks is just a straight up bust. Again, you could argue this is just straight. This is a little bit unrealistic, but at the same time, again, Wanna Robinson's your number 3 receiver now. They can do a lot with Travis Hunter, and I think it just gives them options going in the season. And yes, you might be asking, oh, they still don't have a quarterback. Well, we'll get to that again. You got to trust me on that. Anyway, though, up next we do have the Patriots at 4, and I think it's very self-explanatory to what they will be doing. That will be drafting Ted McMillan, especially after not really going after anyone great in receiver and free agency. I mean, they did sign Matt Collins, who would probably be like a 4th depth piece guy for them. I do expect that. a guy maybe like Kayshon Boutte will get some run as their number 2 receiver, but they need someone badly, and I think Ted McMillan will be the guy there. Yes, Kendrick Bourne will obviously be a decent option for them in terms of a veteran presence, but we already know Demario Douglas is not very good at all. He's just not. Simple. I mean, he creates some separation, but that's really about it. And Ted McMillan will be the guy they need to pick there, especially again considering they did bring in Carlos Neves on a very good contract for him. So yeah, overall the secondary should be stacked, but again, having a guy like Ted McMillan there will make this offense so much better. 5 with the Jaguars. I think if I'm not mistaken, I do have the Jaguars. Yeah. I have the Jaguars. Again, I don't love this pick, I guess is what you'd want to say with this, but I think what are we doing, guys? Where's Kenneth Grant? There we go. I think they're actually take Kenneth Grant here. You might say, what the heck is that pick? Kenneth Grant is, again, I wouldn't be mad if you said he was the best, again, a defensive tackle in this draft class. Again, you can go see my defensive tackle rankings. Again, Darius Alexander, who, again, I think is one of the better guys in this draft class of defensive tackle. I wasn't able to, again, get his complete evaluation done. And, again, really get a good picture on him before, again, that ranking went out. But, yes, Darius Alexander was probably like 3 or 4. Or maybe probably, I'd say more towards 4. But Kenneth Grant, yes, he's, again, there's some parts of his game where I'm like, yeah, you can make that statement over Mason Graham, who I think, again, overall is definitely a better player. I wouldn't say much better, but definitely a better player, again, definitively there. But Kenneth Grant, I wouldn't be mad if you said he's a better, again, a higher rank prospect. You'll take that. And I think the Jaguars are going to take him. I really don't know why they would, but it just seems like a Jaguars pick overall, and they do need a defensive tackle, and yeah, I think that's what we'll be going there at 6. All right, this is going to, again, mind me here for a second with the Raiders pick. I don't think they'll be taking anyone here, guys. Yes, they need quarterback. That's just not right. I mean, this hasn't been updated. They have Geno Smith. Wide receiver, something they do need, but, guys, newsflash, none of these guys are really worth taking anywhere near here. So, yeah. Cornerback, yes, that would be an interesting option for them. Again, they do need a cornerback. But honestly, guys, I don't think that's something they're going to be really thinking about too much. DeCameron Richardson's a guy I think they will want to give some run. Blue Kelly is not very good, but they'll figure that out. Isaiah Paul, Jeremy Chin are definitely interesting options there at safety, but I think Jack Jones is, I wouldn't say a legit number 1 corner, but he's at least good enough to start. So, honestly, as much as that's a pressing issue for them, and again, some really good guys on the board, I don't think Pete Carroll is going to want to go with a guy like here. You saw in Seattle, he was able to play the Legion of Boom for like 4th round or later, something ridiculous like that. I think he's going to stay with that in terms of, again, that confidence there. So if we go over to the Raiders, I think they're going to trade out this pick. If I can trade it. Yeah. Make a trade. All right. Add to the trade. Okay, we're going to add that. And then we're going to add, what else do I have? So we're going to add a 3rd round pick. That's just not good. There we go. 3rd round pick this year next. So 3rd round pick. Where's the other one? No, wait. So they're going to trade that. So wait. Okay. 3rd round year this year and next year. Okay. Where are we? The Niners. There we go. Add that. And where's Brandon Ayuk? If I can find him. That would be nice if I could find Brandon Ayuk, guys. Where is he? Is this by defense or what? I'm going to do a Control F here. There we go. Out of the trade. So we have Brandon Ayuk, a 1st round pick. What else did I say? Yep, that's about it. Okay, that's our trade. So, I don't know why the Raiders are still on the clock. That might be a glitch. But, in this world, this is not the Raiders pick anymore. Again, they trade back to 11. They get Brandon Ayuk out of the deal, who, again, officially by Ian Rappaport, I'm not MSUing this, is on the trading block like he was last year, so maybe not. But you get the point. They could trade Brandon Ayuk, and I think, again, the Raiders would be getting a number 1 receiver in it. Again, I love Jacoby Myers. He's a good player. but he's not a number one receiver. Trey Tucker is not good. I mean, who the hell are these other guys too? So they desperately need a receiver, and they're not going to be really getting one in the draft that's going to really, again, push the needle. Brandon Ayuk, guess he was injured last year, kind of trash before he got injured, but in 2023 he was a legit number one receiver. So they will be getting a guy at least on the high end will be good. Again, having again a really good tight end there, and again maybe even trading Michael Mayer. Again, they're not going to trade him to the Niners because the Niners don't need him. But back on point. The Niners do need an offensive lineman. They need a guy named Will Campbell because he can be their franchise right tackle, left tackle, whatever you need. I think that the Niners don't want to trade up specifically though. Again, over the to the Raiders because the Jets here at 7 will probably want to take an offensive tackle considering what they have going on there. But again, they won't be able to there. So I do think they're going to be taking Josh Simmons. Again, another offensive tackle who is not as good, but is still very well refined. And again, if you watched him there, he was a good player. All right, so again, this is kind of a quick pick here with the Raiders, but I think they'll settle on Josh Simmons because he does fit their scheme a lot better, like a guy like Kelvin Banks does. And also, I think, again, for a team with Justin Fields there at quarterback, I think that'll work out a lot better. Yes, I understand it's not really going to be looked at as, again, a great pick, but again, I don't really see Josh Simmons being a bust in the league. Again, I'm not saying he's like a Joe Alt type of guy in terms of that prospect, but he's got a lot of good traits, and again, we'll get to him more when you get those offensive lineman rating, offensive lineman rankings later this week. Either way, though, Panthers at 8, there's a lot of things they can do, but when it comes down to it for the Panthers, I have them taking, again, a cornerback that will work very, very well with who they have there, and again, J.C. Horn, who just got that huge contract. Again, Michael Jackson, I'm sorry, bro, you're just not there. Shaw Smith-Wade, I guess, could be decent in nickelback, but we'll just see how that works out. But I do think they will be taking a guy by the name of Jahad Barron because, yes, is J.C. Horn a press corner? Yes, but is he more effective as more of a zone guy and he's able to, again, be a little more flexible? Yes. I think that's what they'll take him. Yes, Jahad Barron might not, again, be expected to be, again, as big as a deal as J.C. Horn, but I think that's why they're going to take him there. They need a second cornerback. I think he will be the guy there, and I think those two will be very, very good in the secondary. That was just straight up, guys, not very good last year, even though they had those guys. So, again, I understand here with the Panthers that you might not love that, pick, again, for Jahad Barron, but again, he'll really help out the secondary. And again, bring a guy like Bobby Brown, Tershawn Warren, both those guys as, again, really, again, trying to just put depth in this defensive tackle as is. Again, Derek Brown's healthy to begin the season. This run defense will be a million times better than it was last year. Again, guys, Josie Jewell, too. They're trying to improve the run defense. They're going to need to. Again, Ejiro Evero, lock in, bro. Again, offensively, they still need a receiver, but again, I think they'll be able to figure that out later, again, in the draft. But they're not going to be taking a guy here at receiver. Maybe they trade for somebody, but that's it for a different day. 9 for the Saints, pretty simple. They do need a defensive lineman. They need one badly. Just take Mason Graham because he's available at 9. I really don't know why they wouldn't pick him. I think that's who I've been picking him, right? Yeah, Mason Graham at 9. Again, if you're a Saints fan, you see Mason Graham there at 9, you pick him because, again, him and Brian Breezy, they're a defensive tackle. Perfect duo. All right, 10 for the Bears, again, kind of boring. I hadn't picked Jim Pierce last draft. I had him doing the exact same this draft, too. Again, I get they just picked up, who was it? Isaiah Odiingbo on a pretty good contract. Day Odiingbo on a pretty good contract, guys. Again, honestly, guys, James Pierce Jr. is even just straight up better than. I honestly put a bet that'll be better as a rookie than Day Odiingbo has been at all in his career. Again, that would be really good depth as well because they haven't really had depth at edge rusher even since probably when they had Leonard Floyd back then. Again, with Khalil Mack in that 2018 season. So that is good to mention though. But they still need an edge rusher really badly. All right, again, here was a trade with an again, Niners here at 11, and with the 11th pick, I do think that the Raiders will be getting a running back, and that'll be by Ashton Jeanty. I think yes. I get they still do. In fact, they do need again a guy here at cornerback, and you're like, oh, they should take a cornerback here. But low-key, guys, this cornerback draft is actually deep enough where I think you could afford to make a pick here like that. Again, getting a guy like Ashton Jeanty, who is a top 5 talent in this entire draft. Again, robbing the Cowboys of that running back, they should be projected to get every single draft. I think it's just a huge move for them. Again, the Raiders, again, kind of a flip the offseason on ahead with some of the moves they've made, and I think this will be another one that'll really look good on their resume. Despite, yes, not drafting a guy like Will Johnson, who would be overall probably a better guy. But again, I don't think, again, Pete Carroll seeing a guy like Ashton Jeanty here, I think they'll pull the trigger on that. Cowboys here at 12, there's some things they could definitely do. Wide receiver for sure, but I actually think they'll be going with an offensive lineman. Where's Gray Zabel? I think they'll be drafting him because Gray Zabel, yes, is he the most talented guy in this draft class? No, but he has so much positional versatility. He can put him on all those 3 spots, and he's an absolute monster against the run, and as well as very, very, very good hands against some of those finesse rushers on the interior. So, yes, Gray Zabel I think will be a very good pick for them here. Again, kind of a boring pick, but again, the Cowboys sometimes make those really good picks. And I think that'll be one of them, despite, again, maybe missing out on getting a guy like Ashton Jeanty. 13 with the Dolphins. Again, if they see Will Johnson here at 13, there's no way they don't pick him, guys. I mean, again, if you're a Dolphins fan, again, you see Will Johnson here at 13, you pick him within a heartbeat. Yes, Jalen Ramsey's still a very good corner, but he's not the guy he used to be. And Will Johnson will be your guy in the future. Pretty simple there. You see him, take him. He's again, cornerback range. You'll see my full opinion on him, but I think he's a pretty good player. 14 with the Colts. They see a tight end by the name of Tyler Warren, similar to the Giants. Not the Giants, the Dolphins. Pretty self-explanatory. You do take Tyler Warren because Tyler Warren is a arguably top 10 talent, and he will really help you out your running game. Again, specifically getting Jonathan Taylor some of those bigger runs that I wouldn't say he had a lack of last year, but at times you definitely could have seen some more explosiveness. 15, same exact pick as last year. Last draft. Where is Donovan? Where is he? There he is. Donovan Azirakou is a first-round talent in my book. Again, from what I've seen on film, and also the production is just straight up there. Again, I'm not gonna completely rave over production that again was coming out of the ACC. But at the same time, guys, this guy's an absolute monster. And again, they need a guy like this. Getting a guy like Leonard Floyd there, I think is huge as well because he just flat out produces despite not being a true number one edge rusher. But yeah, Arnold Ebiketie, you can't really be rocking him. So yes, I really do think that would be a good pick for him. Even Braylon Trice could turn into something. Cardinals at 16, I don't know. Yeah, I have them taking. This is definitely an out there pick overall. But again, I think the Cardinals are actually gonna try to again make a big move here. And again, in terms of a big time player, where is he? Is he not even on here? There he is. Yes, Omar Norton-Lott, in my opinion, is probably not good enough to be picked here. He has the potential to be this good as a pass rusher, but the Cardinals just simply put do not have an interior pass rusher that is even remotely, again, good enough to be, again, Josh Sweat, again, I get he's an edge rusher. That was a big pickup for them. Darius Robinson, also same thing. But Dalvin Thomas and Bilal Nichols, I just don't think are the defensive tackles that they're going to want to get here. They need someone in there that can just be a rotational guy even at times. That'll just get pass rush. Yes, is that really worth the first round pick? Well, I think it is because yes, again, you saw Jordan Davis. He got picked at 16. Was he again by 13 by the Eagles? Was that a good pick? Not so much. But it's kind of because they picked him to be a run stuffer. You don't pick a run stuffer at 13th overall. You pick an interior pass rusher, again, pass rusher is a premium. Omar Norton-Lott, again, I'm going to simply put, guys, he could be an all-pro level interior, again, pass rusher if he really, again, puts pedal to the metal. I think they really will believe him and they'll take him here. Yes, definitely a pick that, again, is no one's really else going to do, yes, but I do like it. I think that's a guy, again, who really fits their system. 17 Bengals, I don't think they're going to be picking here, again, just straight up here. And, again, I kind of got to go through this trade. Trade is very, very involved. Let's not go to the Raiders. Let's go to the Bengals. So they're not going to be picking here. Where's the Bengals? There we go. They're not going to be picking here. They're going to be trading this pick. And they will be trading a 4th round pick next year. So where's 4th? There we go. Let's select another team. Where are they? The Giants. And I'll tell you guys who they'll be picking. So the Giants they'll be trading a John Runyon 2nd round, 4th round? 2nd, 4th? All right. Giants. Why are we in the Cardinals? Giants are going to be trading a 2nd round pick. Wait, what the heck happened? Whatever. Giants will be trading a 2nd round pick. And a 4th round pick next year. And where is he? John Runyon. I'm going to have to do this again because and then for the Bengals, who again this was originally for, they're going to be trading their 1st round pick and their 4th round pick, right? Was it that or was it that? 4th round pick next year, so they're basically just swapping it. There we go. Off of the trade. John Runyon, 2nd this year, 4th next year, something like that. Then they're basically swapping 4th round picks and then 1st round pick. Okay, we got the trade. So why, again, you're asking, who would the Giants pick here at 17? Like, what do they need? Well, at this moment, guys, the Giants don't have a freaking quarterback. And I'm not going to act like, yes, I do think Aaron Rodgers will be going to the Steelers. So, they don't need a quarterback. But I'm not going to act like one of these other teams won't trade up. Again, like, I don't even know. Maybe I don't know. But I have a feeling the Giants are going to think that someone's going to take Shedeur Sanders before he gets to them. And for that reason, I do think they're going to take him here. This might be like a bonehead move, but Guys, Joe Stain's a freaking brick for a GM. I'm going to be completely honest, guys. He's not a good GM at all. For that reason, I do think that they're going to be ending up really just not having the very unnecessary pick here with George Sanders. And he will be the Giants' starting quarterback next year. So, yeah, it sucks, again, if you're a Giants fan, but you need a quarterback, and I think that's what they're going to be able to do there. Now go to number 18, again, trying to speed this up a little bit more. Yeah, I don't think, we'll go the Seahawks taking Michael Williams. They need an athletic edge rusher. I think he'll be a perfect guy for them. Yes, is he the most well-developed? Maybe not as much, but it's definitely more well-developed than Nolan Smith was coming out. And, of course, we know what he's doing with the Eagles right now. So, yes, I think we'll be going to this, against Seahawks at 18. 19 is another edge rusher. They'll definitely be taking an edge rusher here. That's not an edge rusher. There we go. Again, there's a lot of guys that I think that the Bucs go with, but you know what? We'll say they take Mike Green. He's more of a run stuffer overall, but considering they did bring in, who was it? I'm completely absent-minded here. The Bucs. Also again, Colts Daniel Jones. I forgot to mention that because we didn't do a recap the past couple of days. They did bring in Hassan Reddick. But yeah, you can't really be rocking Yaya Diaby that much. So yeah, I think Mike Green will definitely be a guy who could definitely be a day one starter. 24, the Bengals, or not the Bengals, the Broncos. I think Emeka Ibuka is a great fit into their offense. No, I'm joking. We're gonna go with Omarion Hampton. That's what I'm thinking of. But Omarion Hampton is their first round pick. He's a power back. Yes, he's a lot like Javonte Williams, but he's a lot more talented, breaks more tackles, and better vision and faster. So yes, I think they'll be taking him there at 20. Is it the greatest pick? Probably not, but he's going to help them move the ball a little bit better next year. 21 with the Steelers. They're going to be taking a safety because that's what they do here. They make good picks, and this is going to be a good pick for them. That would probably because it's Malachi Starks, who, yes, is definitely not the most physically, athletically gifted Nick Monowari, but he is very, very smart and very, very rangy there in the secondary, as well as being a very good player in terms of diagnosed run. Probably the most well-rounded safety in this draft class. And again, he will definitely fit there with Minka, who's still somehow only 28 or something like that. Chargers at 22. Again, I think it definitely go a couple different ways here, but I think they'll be taking a receiver. And again, they did lose out on Cooper Kupp, so I think they'll be taking Emeka Ibuka, who creates more separation out of any receiver. Again, outside probably Matthew Williams, again, left there receiver. 23 for the Packers. I think it's very simple. They'll be taking an edge rusher of some sorts. I think Nick Scorian will be the guy they pick. Because, like I said, again, with Shamar Stewart, we're going to get those edge rusher rankings later, again, in the draft process. He is definitely more of a reliable, actual presence in terms of pressure than Shamar Stewart, despite not having close to the same ceiling. So, yes, Nick Scorian, I think, again, won't be, the greatest pick for them, but I think he'll be a guy who'll get them instant production, will be a solid player in his career. Again, they don't really need that guy to be, again, a true number one guy. They do have Rashawn Gary still, got to remember that. Even though Rashawn Gary isn't coming off his best year. 24 with the Vikings, and there's a lot of different ways they can go, but I actually think they'll be taking a DB. And they really do need this guy, Nick Monowari. Again, Lewis Cine was supposed to be this guy a couple years ago, but again, we all know how he ended up. But again, Nick Monowari is a lot more athletic than him, and I also think, again, he'll just fit right there in there at free safety, especially with a guy like Harrison Smith mentoring him, and again, how to not overplay things. Again, which was one of his biggest weaknesses in college. 25 with the Texans. I don't know what I'm going to be doing here. Are they taking Kelvin Banks? Kind of a steal, though. They do need a tackle badly. He'll be the guy there. Again, if they don't take a tackle here in the first round, I don't know how this offensive line will fare in 2025 after not really being that good last year. 26 for the Rams, they could go a lot of different ways. I actually think they will make the right pick. Yes, Jahad Campbell is probably a more overall talented player than Jalen Walker, but he's more versatile. And again, the Rams are they don't really invest in linebackers. I actually think they will here. But they're going to have to at some point. They're going to want to win the Super Bowl next 2 years. This is a guy that this is a pick that I think will definitely reflect on what they're trying to do. He's very similar to again, Ernest Jones, who's a guy they just straight up shouldn't trade. Just should have given him the money. Again, toward the start of last season. But again, I think Jalen Walker with the pick here. Solid run defender. Yes, he's not as athletically gifted as John Campbell, or Jahad Campbell, but I think that's the guy the Rams will be picking there. 27, this is again another trade I have. Ravens doing the trade this time. So 27, what else do I have? This is a little bit too much. What do we say? Second round pick? No. Second round and third round. So they're trading 26, second and third round next year. You'll see why in a second because it is a very lucrative trade for the Ravens. That's why they're making this trade. Then again, when we select a different team in the Cowboys, or another team in the Cowboys, that'll be a little bit more grammatically correct. And they're gonna trade their second round. No, not their second round pick. They're gonna trade their fourth round pick. No, they only even have one. We'll go fifth round, and if I can find Tyler Smith, who shouldn't be that far down on here. Again, you guys got to remember they just did in fact take Gray Zabel. And where is Tyler Smith? Tyler Smith again is a very highly touted again, guard. And you might ask, why would they trade a guy like him? That's a good question. But again, this is definitely a move again that I think I can definitely see them doing. Just simply for the fact that again they are pretty desperate at receiver, and I think the guy they want to draft is a guy they're gonna really want to draft. So again, that's a little bit all over the place, but again, this does turn out to make some good sense. So if I can propose the trade, go up and offer the trade. So Tyler Smith again, So we did the trade. And now Tyler Smith basically he gets traded. So again, here what do you want? The Cowboys want to get? They want to get a guy in Luther Burden, who I think will definitely produce for them. Yeah, you're like, oh, that's just another CeeDee Lamb. But guys, last year they didn't have another two reliable pass catcher. This will be a guy who would be able to do it. And it's simply has method to go and get the Texas connection there. But he's not going to be able to do what they want him to do again. In terms of run blocking. Yes, is Luther Burden good as a run blocker? No, but he's again a little bit more built out to be a guy for them there. And yes, they absolutely do need a running back. They need one bad. But there are guys, this is a very deep running back class. And again, you don't want, those Hampton and what is called, Genty, honestly, guys, are probably the only guys you'd really want to, take a risk on the first round. Again, in terms of, actually investing in that. But that's for another day there. 27, Luther Burden to the Ravens. All right, not the Ravens, the Cowboys. 28 for the Lions. I actually like this pick for the Lions, and it's Amar Membo. He's probably the best player left in the draft, to be honest with you guys here. So, again, they're going to figure out a way to use him. Yes, they probably still do need United Rusher, but guys, none of these guys are really worth taking that far. Again, Shamar Stewart's a very good player, I get that, but I don't know if they'd want to take him. Again, there's just some stuff. I don't love that. Yes, center is definitely a thing. Again, I could definitely see him picking again in the next mock draft. Wide receiver, I get it, but still no. I'm going to go with Amar Membo. Again, they're going to figure out a way to get him in that offensive line. I don't really know how, but they're going to figure out a way because he's good enough to be able to do that. Basically. So yeah, if they have to move him to freaking right guard, they'll have to do it. And they do need interior, and he's definitely good enough to play that. Or again, versatile. 29. All right, here with the Commanders. There's some stuff they can do, but guys, Commanders, again, you got to remember, they're still not, they're going to still probably revert back to not drafting well. I'm going to be honest, guys. Same GM. Again, I love, where is he? Maxwell Harrison in terms of his speed, but again, he's shouting Emmanuel Forbes in a lot of ways. But again, he's definitely better than Emmanuel Forbes in terms of overall prospect pedigree. But yeah, this just screams like a Commanders pick here. 30 with the Bills. I guess they need a cornerback, but I don't really see them doing that. I think they're taking Walter Nolan because he will add pass rush, which is what they need, and he'll be a good player for them. 31, second to last pick. Again, even though it says 7th round, I messed up on that. We're gonna go with for the Chiefs. We're gonna go with a tackle. I think. I think who did I even do? Defensive tackle. Yeah, I went Darius Alexander, who again I think is a very talented player. He has some very, very good inside pass rush moves, which are definitely go unrecognized. Again, how do you have freaking Josiah Stewart ahead of, where is he? Again, Josiah Stewart, I get that, but big board wise, yeah, I'm taking Darius Alexander there. Our last pick of the first round for the Eagles. I mean, guys, they can take whatever the hell they want. I really don't care. I'm gonna say Siobhan Revel goes to them because he seems to fit with what they're trying to do there. And can I end this draft? I don't know if I can reset it. But anyway, yeah, that's my mock draft. Yeah. But I don't really know if I can end this, but yeah, a lot of very weird picks. Again, you can see the whole thing here. Again, this is my whole planned out one. But yeah, we do have Cam Ward. He was the first guy, and then we're going to go all the way down to Siobhan Revel there at 32. Guys, comment down in the section below, again, what were your opinions on these, again, what was it, 4 trades in the mock draft, and just overall, your opinions on this. We will have a very special video on Monday, though, again. Something, so again, really going to get going soon. But, yes, comment section below, again, opinions on this free post-free agency mock draft. And also, remember, we do have, again, those prospect videos coming out, definitely next week some point, but a very special video on Monday. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys here, and yeah, go you.
West Virginia needs a touchdown. Interception! Kobe Bryant! The interception to seal it for Kansas!